Hello everybody, welcome back to Matthew X, the channel where we take a look at things we never watched or listened to before. I mean, I've said this at about every video I've recorded so far today. This is like the third or fourth. I'm very excited about this one. I'm actually going to be giving you a 2-for-1. So, you know, you're in for a big treat here because over the past couple of months, we've reacted to several President songs as they've come out. And there is now an EP. And there are only 2 songs left on the EP that I hadn't already covered, so I thought, you know what, I may as well listen to both of them, and that is Dionysus and Conclave. So we're going to listen to both of those songs in this one video. So I'm going to keep the talking up front to a minimum, and try and keep the talking about the songs rather than rambling. But we're going to listen to Dionysus first, have a little chat about that, listen to Conclave after that, and then maybe talk about them just in generally as a band. So let's play the intro and get Dionysus going. Oh, very heavy. I do find it interesting how there's still a level of, you know, trickery on the voice, right? But it's very much dialed down, I think, since the initial songs. Like, I think In the Name of the Father was much more heavily altered than this one is. I think I like that it's still there, because when he sort of moves into a vibrato, you can feel like the effects trying to catch up with it. It's really interesting, and a really sort of unique sound for them as a band. Yeah, and I think that, you know, it's kind of their thing to start off with quite a heavy riff to start with, then the sort of instrumental drops out to be a sort of quite lo-fi drum beat while the verse is going on, and then everything comes back in at the chorus. I think while their songs have been different genre sort of have sort of taken from different genres, that has kind of been quite constant in most of the songs. So let's see what the chorus gives us for this one. Oh, that scream. Very melodic chorus. When that guitar kicks back in, it's nice. Right, what are we getting here then? Yeah. I'll jump back to this camera for a moment. Yeah, I mean, I think that was comparable and up there with the others. I mean, this EP has just been full of really good songs that really show off what they want to do as a band. I think we'll see if Conclave finishes that off, but I think every song has had a place on this EP. I think they're all really good. I couldn't even tell you my favourite one. I don't think this one was my favourite one, but I don't know if I could tell you my favourite one from the other ones I've heard. I think I prefer the songs where you can hear the Bring Me sort of metalcore influences a little bit more, and I think there was a bit less of that on this song, maybe. But still a really good song, I thought. Yeah, there's certainly nothing to complain about in terms of that song. So yeah, let's jump back over to the other screen and play Conclave. Okay, this is different. What you got for us, President? Oh. Yeah, this is different than the rest. I mean, it might change up in a minute, but yeah, I mean the harmonies and just the sort of the whole tone of the song. I mean, I don't think we've heard like an acoustic piano or the tone of an acoustic piano, at least on any of the songs so far. I think there's always been a sort of synthy element to it. Very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to see what the chorus sounds like on this song. Is it going to be a bit more of a ballady chorus, or are we still going to get the heavy chorus? Quite a pretty chorus, that. But the drums are picking up a bit, so is it going to switch up? Just before we jump back into the chorus, it's really interesting because I feel like it's such a different song, but it's also the song I think with the least processing on the vocals. It pretty much is a clean Charlie Simpson vocal at this point, which is a very interesting choice, and I kind of almost feel like it's dropped off over the album. And is that over the EP? Sorry, is that a choice? Is there something that they're saying with that? You'd never know with a band like this whether they're intentionally doing something for the effect. I don't know is the answer, but a really, really nice song, completely different. And I know I just said my favourite songs on the album, on the EP so far, have been the ones that lean into that sort of metalcore sound, but this is definitely up there, and obviously it doesn't really lean into that in the same way. I mean, we've still got another minute and a half, so I'm going to see how the song plays out, but yeah, this is definitely up there, a contender for the favourite for sure. darkest nights. That sort of staccato delivery, very interesting. Pretty. Oh. We had to get some screams in, didn't we? Oh, hang on. That sort of drum fill there was really nice. It was sort of off time. Oh, they didn't do it again. Yeah, I think a really solid pair of songs to round out the EP. I mean, let me just bring up President. Called King of Terrors, the EP. So obviously we had In the Name of the Father, Fearless, Rage, Destroy Me, Dionysus, Conclave. What a good sort of half dozen songs that these have been. I think maybe Fearless and Conclave might be my favourite too, but I think all of them are really good in their own way. I don't think there's a bad song on the EP. There's certainly nothing I would skip. And usually an EP or an album, most of them have at least one I would skip. But there's nothing on here I'd skip. I think it's all really good. And to think, just a few short months ago, we had no idea that President existed or was about to exist, and they've kind of taken everything by storm. I'm looking forward. I'd like to see them live, and they have been announced for Slam Dunk Festival this year over here in the UK. So I am very tempted to see if I can maybe get to that, because that's my kind of festival, to be honest. It's only a day, so you don't have to stay there for ages. It's all sort of usually all sort of pop punk bands. I mean, Good Charlotte are the headliners this year. I love Good Charlotte. But yeah, there's certainly a band I would like to see live to see if it sort of if it feels the same. Now, I've seen Charlie Simpson live before because I've seen Busted live a few times, and I actually am going to see Busted versus McFly this month. So I will see Charlie Simpson live very, very soon. But I'd like to see President live, I think, as well, just to get that sort of effect of him singing this style of music, because yeah, I've never heard him sing anything like this live before. It'd be very interesting. But yeah, thank you very much for dropping by, and I'll see you again for another reaction video very soon.